Hey everyone, Jason. Hey, I'm back on a different job. We have several going, but haven't really had a chance to walk through and show you any work in progress as far as mud pan showers. This is a really large master shower that we're working on. We had to make all of our own bullnose on this job. This is all handmade. I don't know if you can see that or not, but take polishing pads and shape this and make bullnose, because this tile didn't have bullnose available for it. The joint size on this job, this was pretty difficult when the joints are 1/64, so they're super tight, so no room for air. If you look down this wall, if you can take a look, there's absolutely no lips. I mean, everything is super tight and clean. All the transitions in each corner all line up. Got double niche on this one. And one thing you want to always keep in mind when you're doing niches is you want to do the bottom first, and you want to put the top in, then you do your sides, and you want all your corners to come out super clean and all uniform and the same like that. Everywhere you look, all needs to be the exact same reveal. So you want to be super picky about that stuff. We usually leave a small gap right here for grouting, but you can see it's all straight, nice. Everything's identical, the same. So this is a large master shower. It's a big walk-in mud pan shower. Pretty good sized pan. I mean, you can see it's a big one. We still got to wrap the curb and put on the trim piece out here where this one's moving kind of slow. We're waiting on some other trades to get out of our way. And the floor also as well is the same thing all throughout here. One of the other showers in this other room, when we walk in the other room, is grouted and completed. And you really want to make sure when you're working on these upper end jobs that you keep your walls flat and level with no lips whatsoever. This is a smaller walk-in shower. This one's completely finished. Curb's wrapped. It's got tile base, just needs to be grouted there. Again, we made all the bullnose on the outside corners here. Still got to put the seat in, the little bench to rest your foot on, but this one goes floor to ceiling, smaller mud pan. But you want to make sure that you just look out for things like keeping your curbs centered, don't have small cuts on each side. These tiles were pretty challenging as well, because the builder that we're working for here is super picky. I mean, he'll come along with a 6-foot level and put it on your stuff. And one thing I want to point out is when you do that, you can come anywhere on this in any of our jobs. This is a 6-foot level. That wall is dead on. You can't see it because it's curved, but it's level and it's flat. There's no gaps in that level whatsoever. Anywhere you go and do that on our showers, they're always going to be level, and there'll be no gaps all the way down that level. You have to be really cautious about that stuff. This one has a vessel sink in it. Granite countertops. This was a pretty nice job. There's a lot of floor work done, but it's all covered up. And again, just haven't really got to put out any of our work on video yet, so I just wanted to go through and show you a couple of things that were almost finished. This one's completed. It's all grouted and finished. Again, this one had super tight joints again. That's the way even the floors in here were all really tight. 1/64 spacers, so really got to be accurate when you're doing that size of a grout joint. If you have a lip on a grout joint that's almost touching, it's going to show really bad. So you want to make sure that you take extra time, build your walls properly, use the thin set behind the tile to build it out and keep it level. We use 2-foot levels, 4-foot levels, 6-foot levels as we work up this. You want to just make sure you keep it flat and level. If it starts kicking on you, you need to stop and fix it. And this had the curve. We made the bullnose on that one as well. Everything in here we fabricated, all the bull nose, polished it, made it look like a factory edge. Just put a slight round on that. Don't really want to dig into it too much and have a really big hump. But we just eased that edge. Took sanding, polishing discs and polished that up. And then this curb, another thing you always want to pay attention to on your curbs is make sure they pitch, slope into the shower a little bit so that when they get water on them, it'll go back into the shower. You don't want to make it level or kicked out this way, you'll get water all over your floor. So always, you want to make sure you have just about 1/8 of an inch maybe in that curb pitching down that way back towards the shower. This was octagon tiles. They were real pain in the rear to set, but turned out really nice. No complaints on this shower or the other one. Did the floor in here as well. The floor in here, same tile, same base everywhere. We made the base come out to the same height as our curb over there, so everything just one continuous line all the way around. And that's that. We have, we did hardwood with that pattern in, and we're going to cut the tiles. This has got ram board over it, or thick cardboard, so I can't really pull it up and show you. And here's the laundry room. We set this floor as well. Again, everything with really, really tight joints. So this is kind of cool what we're doing under here. We have hardwood squares, a grid pattern, and then we're going to cut tiles in each one of those squares. It's going to look really, really trick when it's all finished. This whole entryway right here is all going to get that. Mechanical room over here. We did this floor in here as well. It's all the same tile. It's a pretty good sized job. This kitchen floor all has the same tile. And then, like I always talk about with our mud pans, like this master for instance, we always do a pre-slope under our pans. Our curbs are always concrete. This is a solid concrete curb. These are all cut from the side. This is solid concrete so that we don't stack 2x4s up and then put screws right through our pan liner. We don't do it that way. It's a concrete curb. That's got a waterproofing membrane over that. We usually do concrete curb. Our liner's inside there, but we pinch it up, and I've done a video on how to do that, and I'll bring another one with the whole pan done. But yeah, just wanted to take a moment, show a little bit of that, and just how clean you need your work, especially if you're going to be on YouTube instructing people on how to do things, and you need to know what you're doing and know what you're talking about in order to do that, as far as I'm concerned. So we'll be back pretty soon. We're going to do a couple videos on pre-slopes, on pan liners, and on how to do a concrete curb like this one. And then we're going to do that any day now, so we'll be uploading that video as well. So we'll see you on that one, and have a good week.